Welcome back, guys, to another video. And I was out the other day at my local retro video game store, Game Giant. I was looking around at what kind of new, games they might have got in the store, because they get frequent trades. And I saw something on the counter that I've been wanting for a while, and I've just been procrastinating ordering it online. I'm not a big online shopper. I kind of like just buying a game right then and there. I mean, a lot of these games are out in the wild, and that was The Legend of Zelda Hyrule Historia. What a great read that was. It was nice looking at all the different art and all the different direction this universe has come together in this world of Hyrule. All the different art directions of Zelda. It was just very interesting, and even the timeline is still kind of hard to follow, but it's nice that they tried to make sense of the debate that gamers have had since the very first Legend of Zelda. But the reason why I'm talking about all this is because I made a post on the XS Gaming Podcast group page on what game everyone wanted to see me talk about next. Now, my video game memory segment has become almost a staple to my channel, and I enjoy making these videos and talking about my memories down memory lane of different video games. But someone posted by the name of Sarah. She said she wanted to know my memories of The Legend of Zelda. I thought this was perfect because I had just picked up Hyrule Historia, and looking at all the art, it made me really want to talk about one of my favorite Zeldas, and that is The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Now, the first time I played Link to the Past was actually at a Super Nintendo kiosk, and these kiosks, they were like fundamental to developing your gaming hunger, because if you were fortunate enough to go out and rent a video game, then you already knew about it, but sometimes you weren't always so lucky. So when you would go out to department stores and your parents were out, buying a new toaster or, grocery shopping, something like that, you could sneak off to the electronics section and play a new title before it was coming out, or if it was just a hot game at the time. And the Super Nintendo was a great console in the sense that it took a lot of common titles and beefed them up. The new Marios, the new Mega Mans, Castlevanias, these games were games that we already knew about, but they were just better. They were super. And The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past was definitely that. Now, The Link to the Past went back to the formula of the first Legend of Zelda with its top-down view, and other than the graphics being a lot more better, the gameplay was a lot more fluid, and it was so much easier just to sideswipe and use your sword to kill evil minions. And I knew once I used that iconic sword spin, I knew I was going to be a force to be reckoned with. Also, I would like to add that the introduction of the light and dark world that Link to the Past had to offer was so cool. It was nice seeing a parallel universe to a world that you were starting to become accustomed to see the dark side and the light side and the travel back and forth. It was just so freaking fun. It was such a great game, and there's games that I play that unfortunately I have to be very careful playing because I can't put them down. I'll start playing it and I have to finish it, and one of those games would have to be, Super Mario World or the very first Castlevania, and also Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Now, they did release the Link to the Past on the Game Boy Advance, and this is pretty much a carbon copy of the version on Super Nintendo with some added special effects. But what makes this title very unique is the introduction of the 4 swords. If you're fortunate enough to have a link cable that would link your Game Boy Advance to your GameCube, you'd have 1 to 4 player co-op matches with your friends, just venturing through different dungeons and solving puzzles together. It was a lot of fun, and I highly recommend it. Now, another reason why I wanted to make this video is because in November we're getting a brand new Zelda title for the 3DS called The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. And it looks beautiful. It's going back to that top view style that made Link to the Past so iconic. It's almost like a throwback, even down to the art style. When you look at Link, it's almost like The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past Link. It's pretty freaking awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it. Honestly, I haven't read too much about it, and that's because I kind of want to keep that magic. I want to play this game for the first time and have that same nostalgic feeling I had when I played Link to the Past on that Super Nintendo kiosk. But anyway guys, that's just some of my memories of The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, and what a timeless classic, no pun intended. And what I want you guys to do is leave a comment below. Tell me some of your memories of playing this Super Nintendo gem. It's made such a profound impact on a lot of us gamers, and I'd love to hear from you guys. But anyway, thanks for watching, and thank you guys for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.